Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today, playing some Bant Spirits in Historic Best of 3. Since Midnight Hunt released, I have seen a number of pretty cool looking mono blue spirits lists like this one over here. Decks are super tight, super strong, however, not quite my cup of tea. If I want to play spirits in Historic, I want to play the full spirit package. That means all the best 3 drops and, of course, Collected Company. Now, before I get into the list and talk just a little bit about it, I want to say thank you and hello to all the new subscribers, up to 215 people now. Introduce yourselves down in the comments, let us know what you like to play, all that good stuff. Also, I've been putting a little bit more effort into my videos, trying to make them a little bit better. If you could help me reach a slightly wider audience by sharing them with a friend or somebody you know, I'd really appreciate that. If you can't, hey, don't worry about it. I really appreciate you just sticking around and checking out the videos. Now, let's talk a little bit about Bant Spirits. The deck is playing 4 copies of Spectral Sailor, pretty sweet 1/1 for 1 with Flash. Does have a great activator ability that allows us to use excess mana in the late game if it comes up. Also playing 2 copies of Hanged Executioner, not a very exciting 3-drop, but it does put 2 bodies in the sky for the cost of 1 card. This is especially good with the amount of lords that we're playing: 4 copies of Empyrean Eagle, 4 copies of the new Patrician Geist, and 4 copies of Supreme Phantom, along with 2 copies of Glasspool Mimic, which will hopefully copy one of these lords. Going to pump up our skies, and we're going to have a huge air force very quickly. Also playing 4 copies of the honorary lord Rattle Chains. It is a 2/1 with Flash that gives all of our spirits Flash. Super important card in the deck. Over in this middle column, we are playing a whole bunch of cards that have some disruption. 4 copies of Shacklegeist allows us to tap down one of the opponent's creatures for the cost of tapping 2 of our untapped spirits. Really great on defense, also pretty good on the offense if we need to tap down a vital creature to swing in for lethal. 2 copies of the new Spectral Adversary. I actually haven't really cast this card very often, but it is a 2/1 with Flash and Flying. It's a spirit. I think it's going to be pretty good. And then if we do get into a position where we have 4 mana, maybe we can blank an opponent's spot removal, for example, by flashing this in, blinking out one of our creatures, and it comes in as a 3/2. Seems like a pretty good value. Next, 2 copies of Nebelgast Herald. This card always impresses me whenever it's on the field. I absolutely love it. I kind of want to go up to 3 copies, but we'll see how it performs in the current meta. This thing, again, really great on the defense, really great on offense, especially on offense. Maybe we have a pretty good board. We can maybe put out one of our lords on the attack, tap down one of our opponent's creatures, and then swing in for a lethal strike. And then 1 copy of Kira in the main, also 2 copies of Kira over in the sideboard. Lots of spot removal in the format, so making it a little bit harder for the opponent to remove our creatures is going to be very important. Then, of course, we are playing 4 copies of Collected Company because look at all these sweet 3-drops. The only difference in the lands is the new Deserted Beach. Okay, maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I took out Glacial Fortress for it. Still deciding whether or not I like the old style Glacial Fortress, for example, or the new stuff, Deserted Beach. We'll see. Over in the sideboard, we have our counter magic with Spell Pierce and Lofty Denial. Also a little bit of graveyard hate with Remorseful Clerics. 2 copies of Guardian of Faith. Originally, I had these in the main board. This is kind of like anti-board wipe tech, but I found them to be a little bit more useful over in the side. Then 4 copies of Skyclave Apparition in the sideboard. Same thing. Originally, they were in the main board, but this is a pretty weak spirit in the end. It doesn't fly. It's only a 2/2 for 3. Yes, it removes one of our opponent's creatures. However, in game 1, I think the game plan is to load up the skies and smash the opponent down as quickly as we can. And then in games 2 and games 3, if they have some threats that we need to get rid of, we can bring in the Skyclave Apparitions. Yeah. So that's the deck. I'm going to jump into some games. Hope they go well. I love this deck. It's going to be fun. See you over there. All right. So spirits in Historic, maybe a little bit hopeful. This deck is definitely hopeful, but the goal is to just not get dunked on. Hopefully run into some non-tier decks. Hopefully run into some keepable hands. Okay, I mean, it's not terrible. Let's get rid of the Shacklegeist, I suppose. Well, if I can find lands, maybe things will go okay. Could be against Goblins here. It's a land. Okay, I think I'm going to get out the Lord. I don't imagine they have a way of killing a Lord. These decks do potentially play that Munitions Goblin, I think is what it's called. What Goblins deck is playing Scorching Dragonfire? How is that a thing? Alright. So I guess it's Spectral Sailor and Rattle Chains, maybe. That's gross. That's a lot of damage coming in now. Oh my gosh, and they get double pumps with the... That's super lucky for the opponent. I mean, skill. Super skill for the opponent. Sitting here with a bunch of X1s. I don't know if... Maybe I'm being too hopeful with these spirits. Because this 2-drop doesn't feel as good as that 2-drop, and especially when you... I didn't need to put that out now, but fine. Especially when you whiff on lands like this. I'm just tilted by this Scorching Dragonfire. I've never really looked at this card before. That art is just beautiful. I'm just dead here, aren't I? Like, what do I gotta block? They pump. Pump. It's gonna be 4. A lot of damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Like, it's so much damage. Good game from the opponent. Ouch. Well, remember what I said about not wanting to get dunked on? I guess the Skyclave Apparitions come in. Here, I don't know, do I keep it in? Hanged Executioner's not good enough. Take out a couple of these Spectral Sailors and just hope that it can work out. Goodness gracious. Didn't expect to get knocked down that quickly. Okay, come on, spirits. You can do it. At least the hand's okay. So, plan is getting out this Rattle Chains and then pumping it up with the Lords, of course. And I think once we get over that 3 toughness bump, it should be okay. Okay. If they want to try to kill the Rattle Chain, that's cool. Didn't think so. That's great. Really, really good. Not going to attack. Maybe I should have attacked. I should have attacked there. There was no reason not to. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm throwing this away. Come in with both. I'm an idiot, but that's okay still. I wanted to put out the deserted... sorry, the Empyrean Eagle, but I messed that up. I wasn't looking at my lands. Let's get in with this, and then should still be able to take them down without too much effort. I wonder if this is a non-Muxus Goblins deck. Is that possible? That's a shame. I was really hoping I'd be able to hit either a double Lord or... I should have tapped this, I think. Double Lord or another Rattle Chains to protect that Rattle Chains, but it's mostly fine. Fire Prophecy. The opponent's on a cool deck. Seems maybe a little bit budget friendly. Budget friendly Goblins. Maybe that's a thing. Well, I suppose I'm attacking in Collect a Company. Sucks to use it now, but I think it's okay. Now I don't see how they're getting out of this. Yeah. No preemptive good game from this side of the field. We don't do that. I wonder if I want more Curas. The opponent having those really annoying spells is quite a problem. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring in one more Kira. Maybe go down a Spectral Sailor. I don't think it's going to be that impactful in this game. I like what the opponent's doing, though. That being said, if they do have Muxus in the deck, you know... Yeah. Ouch. A little bit better. So what do I get rid of? I think the Lords are going to be important. I think I'll do Spectral Sailor. Prefer not to shock in one of these hollowed fountains, but I think it's going to be a thing. Not a terrible draw since we have 2 white sources. And the opponent's stuck on 1 land. I see. Unfortunate. Shackle Guy's not a great blocker. Doesn't do anything to these ground gobos. Oh. Definitely be getting rid of that. I think the opponent maybe didn't realize that the Shackle Guys can't block on the ground. Something to realize. Yeah, I think that's why they're saying the oops now. Could have gotten in for just a little bit of damage. Lucky me. Well, I'm definitely blocking that. They can have a 2/2. It's fine. Okay, put this in tapped, and it's gonna be the Empyrean Eagle. I think it lives a little bit better. And then next turn we can go out with double Lord, and then that's gonna be pretty beefy. They attack. Wow. Okay. Well, that's what goblins do, right? Goblins go for it. I don't feel like I'm out of the woods just yet, though. This Goblin Bandit Lord, it can do a lot. I haven't really seen this ability be utilized too much, but... So they could still have a land drop here. Should be aware of that. I think the opponent's just kind of given up. Yeah. Alright, well, opponent, you put up a good fight. But, sorry. Spirits fly over you and take you down. Alright, that's the first one. Let's keep on going. Alright, match number 2 with the Spirits. Got pretty lucky against those goblins, I think. It was a pretty favorable matchup, I think. And, yeah, went well. This hand, okay, I'm going to keep it hoping that this Collected Company does a lot of work, but if we get hit with, like, Inquisition or Thoughtseize, it's going to feel real bad. Need to draw a little bit well. Merfolk, okay. Merfolk from 314. Well, that's exactly what I wanted to see, so that's good news. It's good. It's good to have 6 mana just in case they play Spellbinder. Then your Collected Company, which will then cost 6, can be cast. Oh no! This is not fair. This is not fair. This is all because I got that I don't know. I must have said something about somebody somewhere and what is this? No block? Go down to 4? Thanks, game. What a great patrician geist. Alright. This is just like the last match, right? Well, don't have any islands, so they don't have island walk at the very least. It better not whiff. All right. I'm dead, opponent. You got me. You got me. I'll just, let's go to the next one. Oh, good. Get out of here with this good game. Come on. Okay, Skyclave Apparitions seem all right in this matchup. Kira doesn't seem particularly powerful in this matchup. Hanged Executioner, you know what? Maybe. Because of the exile, I'm going to consider that. I don't really like the Spectral Sailor. I think it's just useless. We got to be a little bit bigger, faster, not just putting out a 1/1, hoping to draw something for 4 later. Useless. Okay, well, there's an okay hand. How do we do this, though? I don't have double white mana. Darn. Okay. Maybe it's going to be okay. So turn 1, Breeding Pool. Turn 2, Botanical Sanctum into Supreme Phantom. This is probably going to go on the Empyrean Eagle. I'm just going to get big. What a great 1-drop. Wizards, give us a 1-drop. Mausoleum Wanderer. What a wonderful 1-drop for Spirits. You don't even have to design the new card. You just reprint it. Just give it to us. It's good. It's a good card. Gives me the Skyclave Apparition for turn 4 if I need it. Okay, no Lord. Please. Not a Lord. Good. But they do have the Savoon. Oh, attack. I wonder what's better. Skyclave Apparition doesn't benefit from the Empyrean Eagle, so is it better to Glasspool Mimic on the Supreme Phantom? Because I know I'm going to be Skyclave Apparitioning next turn to kill the Svelun, and I would rather this be a 4/4. I think my logic is sound. I don't imagine I'm blocking. I'm not going to risk it, so just go in. They're definitely going to drop a land and put out Svelun. No Svelun. I have an island. Uh-oh. Okay. Change of plans. Race. Change of plans. Got a race now. Maybe that was stupid. Maybe I should have gone deserted beach and then eaten the Master of the Pearl Trident. Maybe they don't have another land? That's what's happening here. Okay. It's gotta happen. Nice. Am I only attacking for 4, taking them down to 8? No. I think I take them down to 6. I feel better about that. Not happening. Okay. That was sketch. That was real sketch. And I don't think there would have been any chance of winning that had I... had the opponent not been on 2 lands. So, count myself lucky there. That's one thing I do like about the Spirits, the ability to flash and have protection, and that can make them really annoying to deal with. You know, things like Shackle Guys doesn't seem all that threatening, but it can be a problem to deal with. This on turn 1 every time is really annoying. Okay, Skyclave Apparition. Pretty good. There's the Svelun. So, I gotta eat that next turn. Put this out, and Lord? Okay. So land, Svalun, next turn. Skyclave Apparition, eat the Svalun. Svalun. What a good card. What? Savage Swipe, huh? Alright. So it turns out that this tribal deck might be a little bit more powerful than my tribal deck. Do I eat with the Mistbinder with the Skyclave Apparition, or do I have to save it for Svalun? I can just flash this out, tap that down, but I'm still taking so much damage. All right. All right. So it doesn't matter what happens. I guess I could have flashed in, tapped. Okay. Yeah. The superior tribe. I bow down to old Merfolk. Next one. All right. So far, our Spirit deck has faced Goblins and Merfolk. I would only be fitting if our opponent were on Elves. Opening hand looks good. Nice name. Okay. Narset Sleeves, though, definitely means Jeskai, right? Which, this deck is not super good against Jeskai game 1. I think. We'll see, we'll see. Collected Companies could keep us in. We are on the play, so that's great news. Do I just go ham? Play into the turn 4 board wipe, hope to kill them before then? What's this going to be? 9, 10, 11 damage. 11 damage is not... Wow, okay. I guess that makes things a little easier. So they board wipe, we collect a company, and... What? Alright. They don't board wipe? Now I don't know what to do. Now I think I just... attack? Shark Typhoon would be pretty annoying. But I could always... Okay. I do have 3 basics in the deck. Main board, Settle the Wreckage against my Spirits deck. Wizards. I suspect you are against me right now. That's what I suspect. Is that so? Okay. Teferi. Play Teferi. I'm a little at a loss for words. I have never seen this card before, first of all. Dismiss, pretty neat. It's from Jumpstart. It's a little bit newer. I don't know what to do now. They can actually draw with my Spectral Sailor. That's kind of annoying. Do I sacrifice the Hanged Executioner to get rid of the shark? I think I do. Bet you've never seen that before. This game right now is a totally unique experience, never before seen. I gotta try. It 100% gets countered, but I need to do something. Ooh. All right. I wonder if the opponent is just on a counterspell deck kind of strategy. Here comes the board wipe. Here comes the flood. I don't know how this stays on my face sometimes. It's really remarkable, some of these matchups I get myself into. Game 2, Game 3 feel a lot better. I know that. Okay, that's cool. I like where the opponent's head's at with things like commence the end game. I can get behind that. Well, that's a land. Okay. Yeah. So, Spell Pierce, Lofty Denial, Kira? Maybe not. Guardian of Faith, definitely. Those are all very good against this deck. I think Kira's actually out. I don't think it's particularly good. Hanged Executioner is probably pretty lousy, and so is Shacklegeist. Actually, I think I prefer Shacklegeist over Spectral Sailor, as they can take it with the Archmage's Charm. That's a little annoying. So we'll try this. Not a good outing for the Spirits right now, I'll tell you that much. I don't feel like I'm selling the deck very well. Maybe Mono Blue is actually what you should be building if you're going to be playing Spirits. Or maybe Standard. Maybe there are enough Spirits in Standard. Again, just saying. Mausoleum Wanderer, Wizards, that would be a pretty easy printing. Spell Queller while you're at it as well, please. Thank you. If you could just inject those two cards into the format, I would be very grateful. Not great. I'm going to try it. Rattlechains provides quite a bit of utility. Yeah, I'm just going to put out the Shacklegeist. And then maybe use the Rattlechains to protect the Shacklegeist. That's the idea anyways. Maybe. Oh, they have removal for it right away? Something new? Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. Well, that seems like it's kind of cheating to me. Also, counter non-creature spell. So, what? I'm mostly a creature spell deck. Why would you keep this in your deck? Okay, I'm going to hold off on putting out the Rattlechains, I think. This Lofty Denial plus Rattlechains is maybe going to be okay, but this Hermit's really annoying. Portable Hole. If they have an Absorb here, that would be really nice. It's so unfair. That sucks. I'm so annoyed right now. Okay. I'm going to do this because I want the Hermit gone. Because if I do draw a green source, I can collect a company. Okay. So I lose my Shacklegeist, my Rattle Chains goes to the top. Yeah, that's... Ugh. Yuck. Not happy about anything that just happened right now. Alright. It's kind of... It's bogus, right? It's a lot of green sources in the deck. Oh, this could be a shark. Oh. Alright, that's my bad. I just ran into it. I'm definitely tilted. This is very frustrating. That everything is very lining up so well. Or poorly, if you want to look at it the other way. This, that, the Hermit. Oh my god. I'm tilted. Yeah, they can take 2 damage, it doesn't matter. Sure. So non-creature spells you control can't be countered. Be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Man, that's a good card. Just hoses my deck. In a way. What do? I put out the Rattle Chains, it gets absorbed. Memory Lamp. Memory Lamps would be the worst. This is good. This is something new, though, I will say. And that's at least cool. Alright. Memory Lamps, we're drawing. The Rattle Chains, I'm done with this. Gonna go to a wrap-up. Oh, Spirits. Alright, so kind of a poor performance from the Spirits. Testing went better than the games I played just now did. That's for certain. I'm not sure exactly what was happening. Again, variance. I did just play a couple games, and that's what happens. Everything felt really bad. I felt like I was either getting aggroed down way faster by more efficient threats, or, I mean, obviously, Merfolk felt way more impactful than my deck. They just have creatures that are going to give a lot more resources overall to the tribe than what the Spirits are giving to the Spirits. It's nice that we got the Patrician Geist, but it's still not enough. The deck 100% needs Mausoleum Wanderer and Spellqueller. And maybe Drogskull Captain. Drogskull Captain would be pretty bonkers. I don't know if it would be too much. But again, maybe this will get some love in the future. For now, maybe Bant Spirits is just a little bit too ambitious. Not having fetch lands really sets this deck back. I think I'm trying to make this a little bit too much into modern Bant Spirits, and it's just not going to work without Aether Vial and all the other cool stuff that that deck has. For now, maybe it really is just a mono blue Spirits world. Really, what am I losing? I'm losing basic, not a whole lot. Losing sideboard cards. Skyclave Apparition would be the big cut, but really the deck is going to stay pretty much the same. So you know what? Yeah. It fixes the mana base. It makes it a lot cheaper. We just get rid of all this nonsense. So many rare lands. Don't need them. Just play mono blue. That's what you got to do. Anyways, that's it for now. Take care and enjoy your weekend. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.